Good morning, it's James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. Let's just take a nice deep breath and center in. And I want to model for you my new favorite t-shirt before we go any deeper, because it just may be out of context. But oxytocin is my drug of choice. And yes, we talk, we circulate, we curate oxytocin every single morning together. And this shirt is actually from my dear friend and sister, Sarah Gilks, at Sarah Gilks on Instagram. She is one of the most amazing humans I know, just a pollinator of possibility and love. And she is an oxytocin addict in the most highest sense of that word. Can you use addict in a high sense? Well, I'm using it today. She's addicted to love and circulating it and serving and doing amazing things all over the world. So Sarah, thank you for this amazing shirt. And I want to read to you something from Marcus Aurelius before we begin. It's really all about love and how often I think that we get misplaced and whether or not we circulate and really are demonstrations for love. An important place to begin in love is with a clear perception of what is your most powerful and prerequisite ruling principle. And if your prerequisite ruling principle is love, being a statement, a demonstration, an expression of love, then I do believe strongly that life does win on your behalf. There's no question that when you look at people in terms of relationship to what it is, that purpose and practicing fulfillment each and every day, they always came back to the same thing. It always came back to love. Whether or not at the end of the day they felt that they were circulating it, were they giving it, were they receiving it, were they just in an atmosphere where love was the primary drug. And I think what's interesting about love as a drug and oxytocin as a compound, when we're circulating it, so many amazing things will happen. We know about trust, we know about belief, we know about how communities that are fostering oxytocin through the power of love exchange, they are the communities that survive and thrive. We know that companies where oxytocin is being circulated because the leadership and the culture, the entire company, is always about building and circulating this powerful compound. And I also want to share with you something that I think will really help you to understand what happens when you commit to being a circulator and pollinator for love. You show yourself a decreased experience for depression and anxiety. You have a stronger immune system, particularly you build more natural killer cells, which are our primary defense against viruses and bacteria. You lower your blood pressure. You actually increase your life expectancy. You actually help to ease both chronic and acute pain physically. And you have higher levels of serotonin, dopamine, and yes, oxytocin, of course. So serotonin connected with happiness and joy and gratitude, centeredness and resilience. Dopamine, which is about momentum and confidence and belief. And of course, oxytocin, about how it is that we always feel like we can create a space for belonging deep in our heart. On top of that, you have lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol. And potentially most important, we are more contagious when it comes to leading others on a path towards greater love. So today, when you consider whether or not you are in the experience that you want to be, and you're wondering what it is that experience needs to be, let's go back to the science over and over again. Harvard talks about what it is that the most happy, successful, fulfilled people in the world have. They have deep social connection and interaction. Number one, period. They are connecting with other human beings in such a way that those human beings feel seen, and you in turn feel seen. There's an opportunity today to answer the most high calling of your life, which is to be a pollinator for possibility, a beacon for love, a person who stands as a demonstration and expression by dropping the ego and letting the heart be the thing that people see, feel, and experience in you. And they in turn have it reflected back to them, and they become a reflection of what it is they saw in you. And love does win as it continues to move through each of us. But it begins with us. It has an opportunity to be sustained and circulated because of us. And it's time. So with that, much love to you. Thank you for being you. Peace and blessings. Bye for now.